Into Bentelev. Guedes, he does have a point to prove. Comes into Harrit. Back to Bentelev. Bentelev with the easy goal. Nice move. Just comes to Longstaff. Into Bentelev. Oh, Nabil Bentelev on the right foot. Harrit out to Henriks. Henriks to Miguel Almiron. Almiron holds it up. Gives it to Guedes. Dembele asking for it. Can Henriks get the ball into Dembele? Go! Moussa Dembele scores once again. Willems gets it. This is your chance, Guedes. Gonzalo Guedes finally gets another goal. Finally. Into Will Hughes. Into Pereira. Oh, good goal. Good goal. Back out to Henriks. With a lot of space to attack. He's got 3 men in the box. Oh, can it fall to Guedes on the turn? Gonzalo Guedes scores again. Jefferson's Loeb has got away from Bentelev, and that's the equaliser there. It was coming, that was definitely deserved. So welcome back to the PES Dispensers Newcastle United Master League Takeover series in episode 13, and here we are in the new year, and we are still top of the league at the new year. And as we see, we're 7 points clear of Man City at the start of the new year, which does mean we're not the new year. New Year starts tomorrow, which means tomorrow we go on the opening day of the transfer window. So we do have a few things lined up, but we don't have any bids in for Rose or Willems to let a left back go to bring in a left back. One thing we have had though is some feedback about the goalkeeper situation after the game against Southampton, where Angus Gunn had a great game to keep, even though they were on the losing side. And it was Douglas J. Fender's becoming a great poster, and John Coyle, another regular fantastic poster. They had a little bit of a discussion on, made some comments about the goalkeeper situation. Douglas Fender pointing out we should bring in Angus Gunn, and he does have links. He's been in the England squad with Danny Rose, and so he does have links there. He has been in the England squad with Danny Rose. But John Coyle, I think I do agree with you, Mr. Coyle. Angus Gunn, he's not good enough as a starter. At a 76 rate keeper, he's certainly not good enough as a starter. But one thing we could look to do when the transfer window opens, I won't put a bid in just now for him, and we'll do it when it actually opens. We could look, we'll see, if we get bids in for both Darlow and Elliott, we could sell them and then maybe bring in Angus Gunn as the backup, or maybe just bring him on loan for a year. And again, it's Mr. Cole again. I kind of agree with him. Hold out for Lafont in the summer. So that's one option. We could bring in Gunn as a substitute and let both Elliott and Darlow go. But it looks like left back. I might not pull the trigger straight away in the opening day of the transfer window. As I say, no bids for Rose or Willems at the minute. It looks like John Coyle saying wait for Lafont for the summer, so it looks like that, kind of more what I agree with. But yeah, as we see, we'll see how the window goes. But yeah, do bring the comments in about any positions you need strengthening. But as I say, this window we are looking at goalkeeper and left back, so let me know what you think about goalkeeper and left back. But let's get to the first day of January, and then on the third day of January, Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Oh, we do have some here quickly. Oh, Gastos do get confused. I mean, he's a very good centre back actually. Interesting. Bit small. Yeah, not what we're looking for, but he is a good centre back option. As you see, we're looking left back France, centre back overall rating England, and left back England developing. Yeah, let's just progress. There's nothing there. Well, there was, but wait. So we did have a job offer for Man City, but we will stay at Newcastle United. So the transfer window opens, and here we have the mid-season reviews. Shaking your head? You do not shake your head. I was gonna say. I thought you were shaking his head. We're top of the table. We will give it our all. So we see, we are now in the new year and we are 6 points clear at the top of the table. So we've had some news. This makes me realise this is going to be a long start to the episode because it's a new month. What? Why? What? I've not offered Elliot a new contract. What are you talking about? I've not offered him a contract. So all these people left. They want new contracts. I wanted to let you know the situation for those players who said okay. Best 11 Dubravka, so we'll take a look at that. Best 11 Dubravka, Longstaff, Guedes. Henrik's gone up to 81. Longstaff on loan, nice to he's gone up to 71. Okay. Dembele in fully training acrobatic finishing. December earnings. So yeah, apologies. It is going to be a long. It's going to be a long episode. We're a long start before we get into game. I do apologise. So team of the month, we see Harit, Guedes, Dembele, Longstaff, Henriks, Dubravka making it. So there we go. Quite a number of Newcastle players there. Nice to see Henriks in. He did get 2 assists. Longstaff was the first goal of the season, and he's just been fantastic. Bentev could feel a little bit hard done by maybe. Good to see Harit come in. I mean, he was on fire the last couple of episodes. Mr. Assist. Guedes getting back in the goals. Dembele, when's he not in the goals? And the monthly reports. We see 6 matches, 5 wins, and then the draw, the last minute kind of draw with Bournemouth. Moussa Dembele topping the scoring as always really. 4 goals for him. Bentev with 2. Guedes getting 2 in a row. Harit with 4 assists in the month. My goodness, what a player he's been for us. Henrik's getting 2 as well. Willem, so good to see the right back and left back getting assists. Dembele with the 7. Harit, Dubravka 6 and 7, 6.6. As we see, the victory over Everton, Spurs, Southampton, Villa, Watford. But then just a sad little bit of a letdown. The draw away to Bournemouth. But very good month, very good month. As I said there, Sebastian with a touch more of counter-attack. We did play that at times. Short pass. Full swing attacking fullbacks, possession, all out defence again. We did play a bit more frontline pressure in December, and we also switched a bit more aggressive. We were dominating teams, so we pushed up a bit more. It's nice to see. Possession 52, so okay. Shots faced, we're still facing too many shots. Crosses still, yeah, not 0.5, just not happening. So quite a few goals at the start of the second half. Not really, the late goals have died down. We've conceded 2 late goals, so that's something I will have to look into. Players maybe getting a bit tired, losing concentration at the end of the game. Something I will need to look into there. We need to stop that. As I see, Harit with the dribbling, Bentev, Henriks, Longstaff, Rose. Shooting success, Dembele dropping a bit down to 33, still great conversion rate. Bentev 50%, Guedes 40, that's good. Longstaff, Lopez, yep, they do have the long ranges. Aerial battles, Harrell again dominating with Sean Lascelles. Good to see Longstaff in there, likewise Dembele. Tackles 1. My goodness, Nabil Bentev, 22 tackles in the month. Goodness me, what a month he had. Henriks, Lascelles, Rose and Harit. Harit with 16 tackles for the AMF. So Harit, very, very good. Nabil Bentev, impressive, very impressive. He's really come into his own of late. So that's that out of the way. Opening day of the transfer window. So now... Oh wait, Longstaff... Oh no. I mean, I say oh no, but I would rather it was a year-long loan because he's still not going to get his game because we got Tomazi. Oh no. He's gone up to 71. Cyprian's still injured. So our squad's gone a bit smaller, which is nice. Which is very nice because it was too many. Right, can we put Longstaff back out on loan? His contract's in 2022, so he's got 2 years. We'll send him on loan again. Elliot. So he's asking for a new contract. You're not getting one. His contract's up at the end of the season, so we've got to sell him. So we could, like I say, look to put in a bid for Gunn. Let's have a look for Gunn. Yep. So he's just turned 24, that's the thing. With it going up to, a new season. Sorry, with it being January, everyone's gone up a year. And that's one thing. Ronnie Lopez is now 25, which isn't the case at all. So that's a shame. He should still have another year of development, because Konami and PES are lazy and giving everyone a birthday on the 1st of January, which is just ridiculous. It means they get so many players' ages wrong. But so they're not up for that. Maybe we can get a loan. We can try that. So we can put in one more bid, I think. One more bid. So we don't want to overdo it in case the scouts come out or anything. Because yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't want to overdo it. So yeah, we'll just progress forward. Nothing really else to see. We've got the loan bid in for Gunn, but like I said, we need to see really more who goes out in terms of left backs, and if we sell both goalkeepers. Yes, let's just try and get to Chelsea here. If there's any developments in the meantime, we will look at them. So here we go, negotiating George movement, but I think we can push to agree terms a little more fair. Just leave it, don't change things, just leave it. It's all been accepted and line up, no, let's not go back, it was all fine. Have they just ruined it? I really hope they've not just gone and put in a different bid. No, just leave it. Okay, so that's that, so we can now get for Chelsea, the goal king. The goal king, Moussa Dembele. The hopes are high. Yes, indeed. So Chelsea it is. Stamford Bridge. So it is the repeat of the first game of the season where we were lucky to get away with the 3 points there. But here we go. Chelsea come to St James's Park. No. Newcastle going to Stamford Bridge on the 3rd of January. Newcastle United top of the table. Going into the new year. Can they maintain it? Can they sustain their position at the top of the league against Chelsea, who are struggling, 20 points below Newcastle? But here we go, let's see, no new signings yet, nothing new, we don't need anything drastic, but let's get to Stamford Bridge. Let's go. So, it doesn't look like anyone else apart from Hendricks has developed over the new year. Shame Ronnie Lopez, like I say, PES, Konami can't get the ages right because they're lazy and give everyone a birthday on the 1st of January. So he would be 24 come the 1st of January 2020. But in this he's 25, so that probably means the end of his development, which is a shame. We might go to an 83, but it's just a shame because we could have maybe got him up to an 84, 85. But let's just have a look who's up for this here. So Maxim's up for it. Oh, Falcao up for against his former team, so we'll go Falcao. We'll go Falcao. Lascelles is out, which is a shame. So having St Maxim as captain would get everyone extra XP, as he is a maestro. Likewise Falcao, but I think we'll go Longstaff. He is more captain, he is the local boy. Puts in the captain's performance, he is everywhere. So we'll go with this, so we will go with this here. There we go. So first game of the new year, and it's a nighttime fixture down in London, travelling down to Stamford Bridge. Like I say, trying to do the double over Chelsea in this season. Chelsea will be looking to avenge that loss on the opening day, where they were the much better team. They certainly should have got the win there. They were unlucky not to get a win, not to get a draw, but to go away defeated. But that has been the case for a lot of teams this season. We're here at the top of the table, not really playing spectacular football. So, what's his name? Tammy Abraham kicks off, Chelsea. Marcus Alonso looks to play it up to Abraham. Henriks will just get it, so he gives it to Dubravka. Dubravka gives it to Rose. Into Bentev. Bentev, oh no, that's not the one. But the referee is saying there's a foul somewhere here. So Chelsea with a free kick in a dangerous position. I'm just going to get Dubravka over a bit here. Alonso plays it to Abraham, but it is intercepted by Shah. Comes to Jorginho, now to N'Golo Kante. Goes out to Pedro, Arouse all the way out. He gets the ball. Gives it to Longstaff, into Falcao. Falcao looks to set away St Maxim. Anti-Rudiger just has enough about him. So St Maxim can't get through. Abraham into Pedro. Back to Abraham, who's got 3 men around him, but he gets it out to Jorginho. He gets it out to Marcus Alonso. Fabian Schär out here. Danny Rose with the header. Kovacic falls to Harrit. Falcao gets it, plays it into Harrit. Just going to have to hold it up for a bit here, waiting for the bodies to get up and support. So Maxim to Bentlev. Nabil Bentlev looks to play it along the ground. Oh, where's Falcao? I couldn't get hold of Falcao, and Antin Rudiger almost puts it in his own net. I couldn't get control of Falcao, but never mind. Corner kick Newcastle. Harrit goes high, up to Falcao. Oh, it didn't quite fall where I thought it was going to there. Chelsea could break here with Tammy Abraham. Ball out to Willian. The ball's on inside. He goes into Pedro, into Willian. Danny Rose eventually comes over to help out Harrell. It's out to Azpilicueta. Harrell still playing as a left back, which means that he's not... Sorry, I couldn't get my words out there. Falcao, just seen off it. Tammy Abraham seeing a lot of the ball, and here's Pedro. Pedro looks to turn inside. Oh, heavy challenge from Henriks back to Willian. 1-0 Chelsea. It was coming. It was coming. So Willian putting Chelsea 1-0 up. Absolutely deserved. Like the first game of the season, we've not gone into it. Chelsea have been a much better team. And it's Willian putting Chelsea 1-0 up after 13 minutes. Excuse me. Ball comes through to Pedro. We really should have done better considering he had a heavy touch. It's a heavy challenge, but he gets the ball back to Willian, who puts Chelsea 1-0 up. As you see here, the ball just comes back from Pedro. Simple finish, Willian. Goes through Danny Rose. Dubravka can't get down to it. So it's 1-0 Chelsea after 14 minutes at Stamford Bridge. So like in the first game, we go behind to Chelsea early on. Not quite as early. We started just as bad defensively as we did in the first game. Chelsea going attacking fullbacks as well, so they're sensing this shambles here at the back so far, and they're looking to take advantage of this and not let us get back into it like we did in the first game. Ball comes out to N'Golo Kante, into Jorginho, good ball out. Newcastle really need to get into this game. It could be a counter-attack rather than possession, because so far it has been all Chelsea. And here's St. Maxim, looks to just cut inside, then play the ball into Longstaff. Interception, Marcus Alonso. As I was saying, it could be a counter-attacking game, because we're not seeing much of the ball. Pedro into N'Golo Kante. 3 men around him. Nabil Bentev, nicely done. Into Danny Rose. Rose back into Bentev. Jorginho with the interception. Harrit. Out to Longstaff. Longstaff into Lopez. Lopez, too early for Amin. Harrit gets the ball back. Gives it into Longstaff. Longstaff touch into Lopez. Ronnie Lopez tries. Kepa takes. There is a chance, our first chance of the game. I think our first chance anyway. Willian, the goal scorer, back to N'Golo Kante. Rudiger goes long out to Alonso. Henriks wins that. Jorginho with a good ball over to Tammy Abraham. Dubravka comes out nicely. Lopez out to Bentlev. Good ball. Bentlev just sees it into Harrit. We really do need an assist from him now. Or even a goal. Into Falcao. Falcao, brilliant challenge. Falcao still. What's he done there? What has Falcao just done? Bentev, can't get it. Ramadal Falcao really should have equalised there for Newcastle. Harrit couldn't get the turn into St. Maxim. Now it comes to St. Maxim. St. Maxim into Falcao, but it doesn't go to Falcao. And it falls instead to Tammy Abraham. Shaw goes down. He gets back up though. Oh, Pedro with a good ball to Harrell. Dubravka. Yes, Dubravka. Dubravka just gives it to Henriks. Henriks, oh no. So Danny Rose intercepts. Just gives it to Amin. Amin out to Bentlev. Bentlev gives it to St. Maxim. Waits for Nabil. Instead he goes to Rose. Nabil still running. The ball's there for St. Maxim on the edge of the box, but it doesn't make it. It may fall for Ronnie Lopez, but will take the throw in. 32 minutes gone. Chelsea having the better of the possession. Nabil asking for it. Oh, and it just goes wide. Asks for it, Longstaff gives him it, but the shot just goes wide there. So it just hits it. Maybe should have just taken a touch, lined it up, and cracked it. Excuse me. So you see, both teams are passing below 70%. Really nowhere near good enough. And it's a free kick for Chelsea. Harrell just tickling Abraham in the butt. And the referee says, no, you don't allow that. That's unsportsmanlike. You can't be tickling people in the butt. So Jorginho plays it out to Alonso. Into Kovacic. He plays it into Pedro. Pedro to turn and shoot. Longstaff nicely into Amin Harit. Harit, the touch wasn't right. But Falcao's making the good run. Oh, terrible. Terrible. Shaw, watch yourself there. Henrik sees the ball out to Alonso, but Pedro's got space here. Again, looking for Abraham. Abraham and Harrell having a very, very good battle here. But Abraham there, just adjudged to be offside. But Tammy Abraham and Harrell are having quite a battle here in the first half. So far, Tammy Abraham, maybe you'd say out on top, as he has scored the goal. We'll just get this up to Falcao. Zoom. Oh, don't get turned, Benjamin. Get back on the pitch. So let Ronnie get this. Kante into Jorginho. Jorginho into Willian. Nice little turn, pass around into Tammy Abraham. Good save to Bravka, but it comes out to Azpilicueta. Shaw with a vital header there. Tammy Abraham certainly having a lot of chances here in the first half. Harrit out to Ronnie Lopez. Ronnie Lopez bringing the ball forward. Keep going, Henriks. Keep going, Henriks. Henriks looks to play in Radamel Falcao. Oh, Rudiger just gets there. Just not quite falling for Falcao. He did have that chance, so he should have got us level. It rose into Bentlev. Bentev just gets muscled out of it by Jorginho. Into Willian. Oh. As for Quetta, back to Rudiger. Rudiger plays it across to Zuma. Comes again to Willian. Their front three have seen so much of the ball. And here's Tammy Abraham, the goal scorer. Into Pedro. Oh, maybe should have been 2-0 there. So it looks like Chelsea will go into the lead 1-0 up. Into the half 1-0 up. Bentev, can we get one last chance before? Nope, that is half time. So it's Williams gone, 14 minutes. Chelsea certainly started the better team. They have been the better team overall in the first half. We did come back to it a bit towards the end. As you see, we did have the free shots, just one on target. But our passes have been very, very much off. Possession down a bit. It's still tempting maybe to go counter-attack. But we'll just see how the opening 10 minutes go here in the second half. So it's Falcao to kick us off. Falcao against his former team. One of his former teams. And then we've got a fixture against another former team of Falcao's next in the FA Cup with Man United. But first, we need to try and make sure Chelsea don't go 2-0 up and be the first team to beat us. But here's Kovacic looking to put them 2-0 up exactly that. Willian can't get his second of the game. He's still not getting into this here. Dubravka with another good save. And then Bentev just takes too long, turns himself into trouble. Comes to Willian, should have been 2-0. Fortunate there for Newcastle United. Dubravka just going to give this to Henriks. Also tell their fullbacks to attack a bit. Henriks into Longstaff. Rose is asking for it out on the left. Goes to St. Maxim to Falcao. Now it finds Danny Rose. Can he get the ball back? No. So that's going to be a goal kick. Kepa to take it. Up to Abraham. Harrell the wrong side. Shaw to Henriks. Into Longstaff. Longstaff back to Henriks. Harrit's asking for it. Takes the ball nicely. Into Ronnie Lopez. Quiet game from Lopez. Lopez back to Henriks. Falcao asking for it. It goes up to Falcao. Rudiger with the header. Oh, that's a shame that Henriks couldn't get hold of that one. On Pedro with a lot of space here into N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante into Jorginho, into Abraham, back to Willian. Looks to play the ball back and Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham just wide. Tammy Abraham with another chance here. Chelsea really should be 2 up. Willian and Abraham causing all sorts of problems for us, but the shot just goes wide. Chelsea having their 7th shot of the game early on in the second half. Bentev into Amin Harit. Harit out to St. Maxim. Keep going, Danny Rose. Falcao and Ronnie Lopez asking for it. Goes into Ronnie Lopez. Not really the one we wanted it for. Here's Longstaff. Oh, and it's wide from Sean Longstaff. He appreciates the pass from Bentaleb. So this time it's Shaw going up against Abraham. Lopez just sees it into Harit. Harit into Falcao. Falcao into St. Maxim. St. Maxim back to Ramadal. Good save. Well, not really. But it was a decent save from Kepa. But it was kind of straight at him. You'd expect him to save it. N'Golo Kante into Pedro. Into Willian. Into Pedro. Back to Tammy Abraham. Shaw, well done. Bentaleb. Into St. Maxim. St. Maxim into Falcao. Falcao, oh, just wanted to get it over to Ronnie Lopez. Shaw, watch yourself there because they're going to go for this. And Willian, when will Chelsea go 2 up? It is a matter of time, you feel. Willian with another chance for Chelsea. Again, it's good play between the front 3. Nicely worked. Willian drags another shot wide. Is it maybe time for Dembele? 60 minutes gone. I think we're going to bring on Dembele. So Falcao goes off. Maybe he'll feel a bit hard done by there. But 60 minutes, it gives Moussa Dembele half an hour to try and get us back into this and maybe even get the winner. A double Dembele written up right now would be very nice. Bentev into Longstaff. Ronnie Lopez. Oh, that's short. But he does it. Get it. Longstaff into Mr. Maxim. Into Amin Harit. But that ball's terrible. So Jorginho easily intercepts it. Rudiger into Zuma. Lots of space here for Chelsea. Well read, Shaw. Don't get dispossessed now though when you're so out of position. Dembele into St. Maxim. Oh! And straight away you see the Dembele St. Maxim connection linking up again. Fabian Shaw does well to read it. Gets it into Amin Harit. Harit into Dembele. Dembele into his pal St. Maxim. But oh, just wide. Just wide. The 64 minutes there with St. Maxim, the decent chance. We need to get more of that, but we do see the St. Maxim and Dembele connection paying off there as soon as Dembele comes on the pitch. So can we get more of that and hopefully an equaliser, maybe even a winner? Let's hope. St. Maxim just waits for Rose. Dembele calling for it. It goes up to Dembele. Oh, the header. Oh, Dembele puts the header wide. St. Maxim waits for Danny Rose on the overlap. Rose gets the good ball in. It comes to Dembele, but the header just goes wide and over. So Dembele having quite an influence here since coming on. Come on. Shaw, he's not going to win that one, I don't think. Pedro back to Jorginho. Into Kovacic. Kovacic, good ball into Abraham. Into Willian. Over to Azpilicueta. Danny Rose, get your challenge in. Comes to Willian. Out to Kovacic. Kovacic gets the better of Bentaleb to get the ball into up to Tammy Abraham. Shaw with a header. Corner kick Chelsea. The corner comes in, it goes up to Abraham again. Shah gets the header. It falls to Jorginho. Conte's there just on the edge of the box. Goes back to Azpilicueta. Here's N'Golo Conte into Pedro. Tammy Abraham was asking for it. Dembele with a good interception. He's got options. He's got Harrit and he's got Saint-Maxim. He goes for Harrit. Harrit back into Saint-Maxim. I've probably gone the wrong one. I should have gone Saint-Maxim. Oh no. Harrit back to Longstaff. Longstaff into Ronnie Lopez. Lopez waits. Holds it up. Henriks. Can he get past Alonso? He does. Can he get the ball into Dembele? He almost out for the corner kick. 74 minutes gone. Harrit with the corner kick. Harrit. Kepa with the punch. Is Longstaff going to get that? No, it's going to come to Abraham. Jorginho back to N'Golo Conte. 2 Chelsea players gone down in the middle. Didn't really see what happened there. I heard a yell. Willian gets the... Go on, Danny. Don't lose out there. Get back in the position now. N'Golo Conte into Pedro. Henriks all sorts out of position. So Marcus alone. So to get the ball into Tammy Abraham to... Oh! This N'Golo Conte gives it to Pedro. Pedro out to Marcus Alonso. Henriks nowhere to be seen. Ball comes into Tammy Abraham with another chance. And we've got some tired legs. So it looks like Henriks... Yeah. No, see, Cypran. We could bring Tomasi on. We'll go... Almiron for Lopez. Tomasi will have to come in at right back. Not ideal. 12 minutes left. Double substitution. Ronnie Lopez quiet. Henriks just a bit tired. So on comes Miggy Almiron and Tomasi. Tomasi at right back. Really not ideal because he's not the quickest. Obviously Chelsea have a good front three, as they've shown throughout this game. Come on, get that Longstaff. So we get the foul. Just going to give it to Fabian Schär. He can pop it over to Harrell. Into Danny Rose. Rose into Longstaff. Longstaff into Harrit. Harrit just gives it to Tomasi. Tomasi out to Almiron. Oh, no, Miggy. Can't get past Marcus Alonso. So it comes to Pedro. Here's Amin Harrit trying to help out at the back, but by doing so I got myself in Newcastle and all sorts of defensive problems because I just couldn't get control of the right player. Marcus Alonso comes off for Emerson. 8 minutes here to keep undefeated streak going. It was the start of the new year, a start of new form, and with it bad form. I mean, Chelsea, you would say, probably deserving the win here so far. Shaw's looking a bit tired there. He's got his hands on his knees, which I don't really like to see. Kante with the clothesline on Tomasi. Sabachai comes on for Tammy Abraham. Longstaff gets it. He's going to play this into Nabil Bentaleb. Just needs to get that over to Rose quickly. Can Saint-Maxim turn and play in Danny Rose. Harrit into Dembele. Dembele gets the 84th minute equaliser. Harrit gets another assist. But it's Moussa Dembele off the bench, coming on to get his 15th goal this season after Amin Harrit's 9th assist of the season. So we see here, the ball comes into Saint-Maxim. He holds up, plays it into Amin Harrit, turns, puts it to Dembele. Dembele left foot. Moussa Dembele possibly saving Newcastle United and the streak here in the 84th minute. Amin Harrit into Dembele. Dembele coming off the bench to get the equaliser for Newcastle United. 1-1. So 1-1, 85 minutes. Maybe undeserved. It's again not been a great performance. Chelsea will feel hard done by here, but straight away into back. So straight away into Mitzi Batshuayi, but Batshuayi had so much time. I think just so much time. I think he didn't know what to do, panicked, just took a swing at it, and he swung it all the way over the goal, possibly out of Stamford Bridge, but Dubravka then swings the goal kick out of the pitch in return. So that would be very, very silly if we concede now from a goal kick. But poor ball to Longstaff. N'Golo Kanté into Willian, Dubravka, but it falls to Azpilicueta in the back shot. Oh, I know what's going to happen. He's going to get the winner, and it's going to be an absolute cracker. It's going to be a cracker, but my goodness, Batshuayi, has he been paid by the P.W.o? He has been linked with Newcastle in real life with this takeover scenario, but maybe the P.W.o, just when he was warming up, just ran down to the pitch, slipped him a little envelope and said, you know what to do here. Certainly looking that way, but as I say, because I have laughed at him so much, he is going to get the winner, and it's going to be an absolute screamer. So we have 1 minute to prevent that. Well, 5 minutes of injury time. So you go back to Kepa. Tomazi, you should win that. You can't be letting N'Golo Kanté beat you in the air. Harrit into Bentev. Bentev into St. Maxim. Just needs to play in Dembele there. Dembele was in acres of space. And the ball comes through Pedro. Not sure where Danny Rose was because I don't have attacking fullbacks on. So not sure why he's so far up the pitch. Get back, Danny Rose. You are leaving Chelsea acres out here. Almiron, yes. Poor ball. Willian. Dubravka. Rose. And that's it. 1-1 between Chelsea and Newcastle United. So we do keep the undefeated streak going. It was pretty poor from us. Chelsea were the better team, I'd say, overall. They certainly had a lot more shots. So it was Willian putting Chelsea 1-0 up early on. Poor defending. Pedro manages to get the ball into Willian. Easy finish for Willian to put Chelsea 1-0 up after 14 minutes there. Easy goal for Chelsea. So, and from then on it was Chelsea. They were the better team. And we had to call on Moussa Dembele from the bench to save us and save the point and save the undefeated streak. Moussa Dembele coming off the bench. It's Harrit who sets up Dembele again. But Dembele's 15th for the season. As I said, 9 assists so far this season for Harrit. Chelsea really were the better team. As you see there, 13 shots on target. 13 shots, 6 on target compared to our 8 and 3. So Chelsea really getting the better in terms of the shots. They had the better possession, better passing. So Frank Lampard once again puts in the better performance. Chelsea once again putting in better performance, but they still cannot defeat Newcastle United in the PES dispenser. That could be a vital point there, a vital point on the road. So we see here it's Willian with the man of the match. Chelsea's forwards, they really did, they ran the game there. We were lucky to come away with the draw in that one. So as I say, on match day 20 we get the draw. So the first game of the new year brings in a draw. Watford beating Wolves 3-0, Villa with a big win over Norwich, Burnley with the draw with Southampton, Spurs getting a big victory over Sheffield United 3-0, Everton beating Brighton, West Ham getting a big win over Manchester United. Oh, but Man City getting a big win over Liverpool, and Liverpool, who were in real life just crowned champions. Some congratulations to Liverpool. So that's quite a funny one there. Man City beating Liverpool. Obviously Man City having to give Liverpool the guard of honour. The defending, well, the previous champions who couldn't defend their title. Not handing it over to Liverpool. Anyway, that's not the point. Palace getting a 2-2 with Leicester. Arsenal drawing with Bournemouth. So we are still top of the table, but it is down to 5 points now. So 5 points. It's Man City chasing us, bring it down to 5 points. So, and Liverpool in third, Man United fourth. So it is looking like West Ham dropping right off really. but they did get a big victory there. It is looking like it's between Newcastle United and Man City for the title. Still in the new year, we are still top, but Man City closing in on us now with that big victory there over the Liverpool in third. So there we go. And so we do have a little transfer update. So we'll take a look. Gunn. So it looks like Gunn, we could bring in Gunn for a year for 3 million. So it is an option. So if we get bids in for both Darlow, so Darlow we've got one for, so he's obviously an improvement to Darlow. The Darlow transfer almost covers it. Then Elliott. So Norwich and America are after him. So if we get bids in for both, we could look to bring in Gunn, and that'd be a great one because it is a commenter's signing, which is what I'm wanting. So it would be a signing made by Douglas J. Fender. He suggested him. He wouldn't quite be the good start. He would be developing though a bit, so we can give him a loan as a backup for Dubravka, and then assess our situation in summer if we get bids in for both our goalkeepers. So we still got all the left backs lined up. Yep, there we go. So we do have the game against Man United coming up, so let's just skip to that. There is a transfer update first though. Cyprian fully recovered. Nathan Ake, I did see that. He can play left back. So Nathan Ake. I mean, he'd be a starting centre back. He's not the tallest though. 180. He does have a jump on him. He's got good passing. Interception, act back, clear. So we'd then be looking at Ake. So he could play it, cover as left back as well. Interesting. That's an interesting one. That's very tempting. Nathan Ake, player I like. I do like him. Because he can play at centre back, left back, could maybe even go in at DMF and CMF at a push. Interesting. What would they be wanting? So 20 million and 49. 31. It's just the height. But, so Ake, because then it would be, if a bid came in for Shah, we then have Harrell, Lascelles and Ake as our three centre-backs. Ake, as I say, can cover left-back. Open tie offers. We will put him on the list as well, so we'll do that. In fact, what I may try here, rather than waiting for bid income for Shah, we could just try a little swap. So Nathan Ake, we could, let's see, Shah. It could work. Is there anyone else? I mean, I could go Rose and then bring in a left back. We'll go Shah, like for like. 7 million. Try that. We'll try pop that down. Release fee of 43. We'll try this. So let's go with that. And now, let's get to Man United. FA Cup. So, yeah, we should get news of it before the Cup game. Oh, okay, interesting. So let's get to the Cup. And also news of Nathan Ake possibly joining the Newcastle United in the p.w.o. So the board are coming in, asking for squad rotation. I know the next match is no walk on park. Yeah, it's Man United in the Cup. But we need to concentrate. What? Were they saying rest players against Man United in the FA Cup? The PES dispenser picks the team. Thank you very much. But let's have a look. So, it's good to go. So 7 million and Shah going the other way would give us Nathan Ake. He's taking a hit in the salary, a 14.3 million release fee, so if it doesn't work out we can still cash in. It's very tempting just to say we'll do that straight away. So Shah for Ake. What's Shah on in terms of salary? It costs us 7 million. Shah is on 29, so it wouldn't be too much a hit in the old salary. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on that. I know I do want decision up to you guys, but that one just popped up and I fancy it. It's a straight, kind of a straight swap. 7 million, Ake. So we'd have 3 very good centre-backs options, and it's then who kind of plays alongside Ake? Is it club captain Jamal Lascelles or Harrell? I mean, Ake will need time to bed into the team, but he could also come in at left back. So I think I'm just going to do this. It wasn't a position we needed. I'll hold off. Yeah, I'll hold off. So Shah's tied up, so no point having it. So he was worth 14 plus 7, so about 20 million. Yeah. Do I just do it? I'm just going to do it. Nathan Ake becomes the first signing of the new year for Newcastle United and the PES dispenser. In comes Nathan Ake. So there we go. We're top of the table and we bring in Nathan Ake and we got Man United in the cup. So we go down 7 in the transfer, 15 in the salary, so that's all fine. And Nathan Ake joins us. Bit wasn't really expecting that. He does have links. Played with Jethro Willems. Has he played with anyone else? Not sure. He certainly played with Jethro Willems. Not sure of anyone else, but Nathan Ake is joining us. That one popped out of nowhere, so apology about that. Wasn't really. I was looking for left backs, but there we go. We've got a very, very good centre back coming in who will still develop. So there's one for the future. Well, 24. Still got a bit of potential development to go. Shah goes out, but we bring in another good passer of the ball. He is a bit small for a centre back, but he's got the speed. He's got jump to make up for it, and he's very good on the ball. So there we go. And as you can see, flexible. So that's a good signing. I hope you agree that's a good signing anyway, but now we can get to Man United. So with the shock announcement of Nathan Ake joining Newcastle United and Fabian Schär going the other way to Bournemouth, let's get to Man United in the FA Cup at the Berg Stadium. So let's take a look, see who's up for it. So Man United, Martial and Rashford up front. They caused a lot of problems in the last game. They linked up nicely with Shaw as well on the left. No Bruno Fernandes. Have Man United sold Bruno Fernandes? So Juan Mata's in. I don't see Fernandes anywhere. But let's see. So Harrell, upset maybe that Nathan Ake coming in. So Schär will get his last and a goodbye appearance. Guedes up for it. Tomasi up for it. Falcao also up for it. It's against his former top team. It didn't work out. He didn't score against Man United last time, but he had no chances. And in the last game, we did have to bring Dembele on. But I think we'll go with this. The on form. So Maxim on the right, Guedes as the support, Falcao. I think we'll go with the centre mid pairing that also got us the victory over Man United. So Almiron, who got that great goal, misses out. Hopefully Bayern De Gea can link up again to get us a goal. But yeah, no Bruno Fernandes. That's a big one for us. So we'll go with this here. Does mean Cyprian will need to come in at right back. And then Longstaff or Bentev can come in alongside Tomasi. So we'll go with this. So here we go. The FA Cup, our second FA Cup game. We had that 4-0 over, was it Brentford, I believe? So here come Man United, a much tougher test. So yeah, let's get to this. Man United without Bruno Fernandes. Looks like they've sold him. Silly. But let's focus on us and try get a win and progress in the FA Cup. So here we are, having travelled down to the Berg Stadion against Man United in the FA Cup. So it's Newcastle United versus Man United. Top of the table against, I think, third or fourth in the table. So here we go. This will be a difficult one. It is Radamel Falcao leading the line with Gonzalo Guedes. So there we see Willian Cipran in midfield alongside Tomasi, the pairing that got us the victory over Man United last time. Can we do it again? So Man United going swarm the box, and I didn't see the other one, but they are going attacking from the off. So Rose gets it early into Falcao. Oh, I just couldn't get the touch and shot. Early chance there. Maybe should just had hit shoot there, but either way, here's Cipran into Guedes, into Falcao. It's run straight into Eric Bailly, who gives it to Rashford. Martial's got quite a bit of space here. Aaron Wan-Bissaka had some space out on the right, but Danny Rose was tracking him. Henriks does a poor one there. Goes out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, into Marcus Rashford. Touch! Oh, off the post. Marcus Rashford with the early chance. He got the double against us in the last game. It's poor defensively at the start, once again from Newcastle United. Pogba into Wan-Bissaka, into Marcus Rashford, off the post. So Newcastle United getting a scare early on there. So Dubravka to take the goal kick. Goes out to Danny Rose. Too early into Guedes, but Guedes does win it. Cipran just needs to turn and get it to Lascelles. Into Alan Saint-Maxim. So Harriet's making a nice run. I couldn't get the ball to him though. So it goes up to Martial. Henriks, good ball into Marcus Rashford. He's left the defenders for dead. Marcus Rashford surely for 1-0. So Marcus Rashford doesn't make his second chance of the game. Marcus Rashford getting his third goal against Newcastle United in 2 games. But more importantly, putting Man United 1-0 up after 7 minutes in this game is good. They just had too much time. The defence was just all over the place there. As we see here, defence error, too much space, leaving Martial, and then just the ball simply through to Rashford. No one any near Rashford. So Rashford puts it back past Dubravka to make it 1-0 Manchester United after 7 minutes. It's so poor here. Shaw, he's not going to catch Marcus Rashford. Rashford, easy chance. He's not going to miss 2 in a row. So Marcus Rashford putting Man United 1-0 up. Falcao to kick us off for the second time in the game, and after just 7-8 minutes. So we need to get going here. So Maxim can't get past his man. So Harriet just gives it to Tomasi. Shaw into Danny Rose. Rose into Guedes. Guedes into Radamel Falcao. Holds it up, but so many men around him. It falls for Guedes. Can't get the shot away though. So De Gea clears it. Willian Cipran just going to try and get the header to Tomasi, which he does. Tomasi, Man United closing down quickly here. St. Maxim just waits for Henriks. Falcao calling for it. It goes into Falcao. Great save De Gea. Stopping the equaliser there for Radamel Falcao. Cipran into Harriet. Harriet. Good block, Eric Bailly. Matic with the acrobatic clearance. Henriks just needs to cancel that. Give it to Cipran. Harriet in a good place here. Eric Bailly, well done. And gets up to Anthony Martial. Mata back into Martial. Where's Shaw? And Rashford's through again. Rashford just wide. Marcus Rashford having another chance there. Anthony Martial. Lascelles does win his header, but the ball comes back to Anthony Martial, who plays Rashford in for the second time. But this time it does just go wide. So Man United really putting Newcastle United under pressure here early on. As you see, 3 shots already to Man United, 2 for Newcastle. But more importantly, Man United with the leading 1-0. Cipran just gives it to St. Maxim. St. Maxim back to Cipran. Can he get past? No. But it comes to Harriet. I wanted to cancel that. Because there was a lot of time and space, but I couldn't cancel it. That's a shame. Just need to cancel and turn. And we had quite a few bodies there. Harry Maguire just plays it to Jones. Man United still going attacking. They play it up to Rashford. Into Mata. Out to Martial. Martial out to Luke Shaw. Well done, Alan Saint-Maxim. Now into Henriks. Sees Harriet running. Harriet gets past Pogba. Plays it into Falcao. Falcao into Guedes. Harrit still running. Guedes couldn't get the ball into Harrit though. Cyprian does get it to Harrit. Harrit into Guedes. Heavy touch. Guedes just wide. Should have done better with the finish. Gonzalo Guedes. David De Gea did go a bit missing there. But Guedes can't get the accurate shot on to get him his 5th goal this season. So it's still 1-0 Man United here. Gonzalo Guedes with the chance but doesn't take it. So Newcastle having the better possession, but Man United having the better chances. And as I said before, more importantly, the most important stat, Man United are winning. So Harrit gives it to Falcao. Falcao into Alan St-Maxim. St-Maxim looking at past Matic. Falcao just gets in his way there. Just prevented what he wanted to do. So he had to alter it, but that meant he ran into Nyama Matic. Shaw against Rashford. Shaw's in a lot of space out there. The ball instead goes out to Wan-Bissaka. Tamezi reads it and does well to cover. Into Danny Rose. Danny Rose brings it forward, gives it to Guedes. Guedes into Harrit. Harrit back to Danny Rose. Rose in a good space here. Falcao asking for it, but instead it's St-Maxim at the far post. Should have gone Falcao. Should have definitely done something much better there anyway. We'll go for a dash. There's 26 minutes gone. It's Fabian Shaw! Fabian Shaw on his farewell appearance, almost equalising. And imagine that, our first goal of the season coming from a departing Fabian Shaw. It would have been nice for him to leave us with a little leaving gift. Shaw into Guedes. Falcao not awake to it though, so didn't see it. Cyprian intercepts. Looks to play in Falcao, but Eric Bailly reads it. Shaw goes up to Rashford. Fabian Shaw's there once again. Again, Fabian Shaw he's not happy with having to go to Bournemouth. It was harsh, but we need to be harsh if we want to make the league and Champions League a reality. But Fabian Shaw is having a very good goodbye game here. He's played in Willian Cyprian. Cyprian just couldn't turn past Jones. Tamezi couldn't get the interception there, so now it comes to Martial. Back out to Luke Shaw on the left here. Tamezi battling away. Asks for some help from Henriks. Henriks comes over, gets a good ball in though, does Luke Shaw. Willian Cyprian gets it. I wanted to play that into Alan St-Maxim because he had all this space, and here's Marcus Rashford again with another chance, but the block comes in. Henriks gets it. So he gives it to Willian Cyprian. Cyprian into St-Maxim. St-Maxim into Harrit. I wanted that into Willian Cyprian. Instead it went all the way up to Radamel Falcao. Shaw goes long again. Shaw is there once again. Nyama Matic. Well done Willian Cyprian. Falcao just needs to play in Gonzalo Guedes the wrong side. So De Gea goes up to Wan-Bissaka. Here's Phil Jones. Jones into Matic. Into Anthony Martial. Out to Luke Shaw. Alan St-Maxim, well done. Just gives it to Henriks. So many Man United men there, so it's easy for them. Luke Shaw again goes high looking for Rashford. But again it's Fabian Shaw. And it's a free kick Newcastle here, just to take it. It's just going to play it to Danny Rose. Danny Rose, another player linked with a move away from St James's Park and Newcastle United in this January window. So Maxim into Cyprian. Cyprian just needs to give that to Harrit. Here's Harrit. Can he get his first goal? No! I wanted just to dink it over De Gea, but I don't think I got it in time. And Henriks loses out. So Harrit there, what a chance. Guedes, too early. I wanted it to Harrit, but instead it just went way too early to Falcao. Fabian Shaw once again winning the aerial battle against Marcus Rashford. Goes over to Luke Shaw. Henriks, that's definitely a foul. As you see here, just a bit aggressive with it is Henriks with the little shoulder. The Man United with the free kick. Lascelles header falls to Shaw, falls to Martial. Martial, great save Dubravka, keeping us in it just before half-time. Anthony Martial on the turn, but Dubravka equal to it with the save there to keep it 1-0 before the half. Good save, but Man United having another corner kick here. So Paul Pogba with the corner kick just before the half. He goes looking for Matic. The Lascelles gets the head again. It's Luke Shaw now near Matic, but here's Shaw. Who's got the ball? Dubravka's got it now. Up we get. Can we get this to Rose? So there's half time, and it is Marcus Rashford with the goal. And to see Man United going into the break 1-0 up against Newcastle United. Kind of an even game, kind of. It is just Man United having the goal advantage over us. So yeah, we've had 5 shots. Harrett really should have scored his first of the season there where he was through, but just got the finish wrong. So second half, and it's Marcus Rashford who kicks it off. Back to Eric Pye. Straight away they go long to Rashford. Henriks into St Maxim. St Maxim into Harrett. Harrett's going to give it to Maisie. Cyprien's making a nice run. It doesn't go to him, so it comes to Guedes. He gets it to Rose. Rose looks to play Guedes back in. Phil Jones with the header, so that's going to be a corner kick to Newcastle. Willian Cyprien to take it. We'll try a dash again. It's decent, but it unfortunately was going to Harrett. Here's to Maisie, into St Maxim, into Lascelles, gives it to Danny Rose. Falcao and St Maxim asking for it. Does it drop to Falcao? Falcao with the equaliser. Terrible defensive work from Manchester United, but Radamel Falcao getting his 6th goal of the season there. The little dink ball over. But Man United defenders, what were they doing? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be fuming. Danny Rose with the dink through. Luke Shaw, what are you doing? Nyama Matic, what are you doing? Radamel Falcao, we know what he's doing. He's putting the ball in the back of the net with those kind of chances. So Danny Rose, chip ball over. Radamel Falcao, easy chance to put it past De Gea to make it 1-1 Newcastle United. Well, 1-1 Newcastle and Man United. So Rashford kicks off again, goes to Bailly. Again they do the same thing. Bailly into Rashford. Guedes picks it up. Not much on here. Oh, he just wanted to play it to Harrett. Fabian Schär, game of his life. Sad it's his last game for Newcastle. Into Guedes. Oh, nicely into Danny Rose. But he's not going to have the legs to beat Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So he's just going to play in Gonzalo Guedes. Guedes against Pogba. Gets the corner kick. Wasn't much else on there. So Cyprien again with the corner kick. Plays it in. Looking for Guedes. And it falls to Fabian Schär. Just going to have to play it back. And here's Martin Dubravka. Going to get it to Rose. Rose into Guedes. Heavy touch from Gonzalo Guedes. Good ball looking for Rashford. He gets it to Martial. Martial will have the legs to beat Jamal Lascelles, but the shot goes wide. Anthony Martial just putting the shot wide here. We see the long ball from Phil Jones. And Rashford wins the battle in the air. Lascelles doesn't read it. So then Martial clear from goal. But fortunately it does go wide. So it's 1-1 still here at the 55 minutes. Henriks, just heads it into Matic. Matic into Martial. Martial into Mata. Lascelles goes out to see Luke Shaw. The ball comes in. Dubravka takes it. We're going to try get this up to Falcao. He does brilliantly. Gives it to Cyprien. Cyprien, St Maxim should have the legs to get past Nyama Matic here. He does. Plays it into Falcao. Unlucky. Should have maybe done more with St Maxim because here's Dante Martial. He plays in Marcus Rashford. Dubravka comes out. Well done, Martin Dubravka. Plays it into Tomasi. Tomasi gives it to Willian Cyprien. Cyprien into Harrett. Nicely done. Harrett just gives it out to Henriks. Henriks back to Harrett. In Matic almost gets it. Here's St. Maxim into Falcao. Turns. Oh, just gets pushed off it. Guedes gives it away, and we've got a lot of men forward here. So it's Anthony Martial to Maisie. Nicely done to Maisie. Here's Shah. Lascelles into William Cypran. Cypran out to Henriks. Henriks into Harrit. Harrit gives it into Maisie. Maisie looks to go inside. Falcao asking for it, but he's not making the run. He's still asking for it, but not making the run. So instead we go to Guedes. Oh, and almost another own goal. So Radamel Falcao, I maybe should have played the 1-2 with Falcao there. So on comes the absolute man-child, Jesse Lingard. What an absolute lettuce of a man that is. And it comes to Maisie. Can he turn? He gets it. St. Maxim's in a decent position. It comes instead to Paul Pogba. Lascelles gives it straight to Rashford, who plays it over to Harry Maguire. Lascelles should have the legs to beat Harry Maguire. I mean, neither are the quickest. But I would maybe just fancy Jamal Lascelles against... Oh no, here's Rashford. Rashford, good save to Dubravka. Lascelles to Henriks. I really need a broken place so I can take a drink, because my goodness, my mouth is dry. St. Maxim looks to play in Harrit. Harrit stopped his run. Eric Bailly back to Hayard. To Hayard, Bailly 1-2. Unfortunately not. Nicely done, William Cypran. That's not a foul, referee. No. So we should maybe be looking at substitutions, but this one could also be going extra time. Matic with a free kick. So Maxim didn't win it, and he's given it straight to Harry Maguire. So Brendan Williams is on Harrit. Come on, get that. He did so well. Matic with the ball up to Maguire. Paul Pogba. Dubravka's made a mess of it. Lascelles has to just put it up for the corner kick. Man United going all out attack here. Comes up to Lingard. The punch comes to Williams. Falls to Matic on the edge of the box. He shoots. Easy into Dubravka. Dubravka plays it to Falcao. He just needs to play in Cypran. Cypran back to Falcao. Falcao into Guedes. Guedes waits for Falcao to make a move. Might be time for Dembele. Lingard into Maguire. Maguire playing up front because Man United all out attack. Dubravka, vitally gets back to it. He made a mess of it, but he made up for it there. I thought he was going to gift Marcus Rashford the goal there. You see here, Harry Maguire playing as the makeshift centre forward into Rashford. Vital save, Martin Dubravka. So it's another corner kick to Manchester United. Pogba takes it. That's a decent one. It falls to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, lines it up. He gives it to Noah Matic. Matic turns, gives it back to Wan-Bissaka into Pogba. Henriks just needs to clear. Lascelles does clear. So throw in Man United, 12 minutes. We might just take a look. So St. Maxim and Henriks are knackered. So on come Ronnie Lopez. Cypran will have to go there. He's going to get knackered. Is it Longstaff or Bentaleb? Longstaff, I think. Although Bentaleb has been on fire of late. But we'll go with that for now. Can Radamel Falcao get the winner against Manchester United, the team that binned him? Didn't deem him good enough to make the loan permanent. It turns Martial into Rashford. Ooh, just wide. Marcus Rashford really should have been getting the winner for Man United there. We see here it comes into Anthony Martial, into Rashford, just wide. So Dubravka gonna get it out to Rose. We want to be mindful because Danny Rose will get tired, and we maybe want to be looking for Dembele rather than a left back. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, great challenge. I mean, Harrit, is he tired or is he just not awake there? Shah nicely into Rose. Kamezi wake up, but fouled by Paul Pogba, and that might be a booking for Paul Pogba. He just came in a bit late on Danny Rose. Scissored him. Paul Pogba just scissored Danny Rose. We'll just play this up to Falcao. If he can get a little knockdown for Harrit. No. Martial into Rashford. Fabian Schär's there though. Very good game from Fabian Schär. Oh, what's happening here? Dubravka's not coming. Crazy. Oh, doesn't get it to Harrit. Harrit's who's knackered. He hardly gets a rest, does I mean Harrit. I'm not sure what we'll do because Ronnie Lopez is on the right. Rose also knackered. Cypran also knackered. Might just see if I can get him. It looks like it's going extra time. They might get a second wind. Nicely into William Cypran. Cypran into Lopez. Ronnie Lopez into Falcao. Can he hold off his man? Give it back to Ronnie Lopez. No. Tamezi into Longstaff. Longstaff turns, just has to get it to Cypran. Cypran's absolutely knackered. Heavy pass into Ronnie Lopez. Ronnie Lopez looks to play an Amin Harrit, which he does. Harrit turns. Harrit shoots. Oh! Amin Harrit so close to getting that first goal. But great save, David De Gea. I thought Harrit was getting the winner there. He just turned, got it onto his left foot. But David De Gea, brilliant save. Brilliant save. Corner kick, Newcastle United. In fact, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. I know it hasn't worked. So give it to Schär. Schär back into Harrit. It's a bit wide. I mean Harrit. Oh, ho, ho. Vital, I think it was Phil Jones there. Just denying Amin Harrit again. So it comes back to him. Harrit sees the chance opening up, but just bounces off. Another corner to Newcastle United here in the 90th minute. Ronnie Lopez can take this with the 89th minute. Go for another dash. Come on, can we get our first corner kick goal? It's Ronnie Lopez. Is Lascelles? So 4 minutes of injury time. Longstaff plays it out to Ronnie Lopez. Not really what I wanted. Cancel that. I mean Harrit. Gives it into Tamezi. Tamezi into Guedes. Guedes just wanted to play Falcao. Instead it goes to Danny Rose. Don't get into that intercepted. Danny Rose has to go back to Tamezi. Into Harrit. I mean Harrit. Into Falcao, but Eric Bailly reads it. Well done, Tamezi. Longstaff. Ronnie Lopez. Falcao! And we're going to extra time in the FA Cup. It's 1-1 after 90 minutes. So Radamel Falcao and Rashford getting the goals there. Even game between Manchester United and Newcastle United. So extra time comes. Let's just check how the legs are. So they've got a bit in them. Because we could put Ronnie Lopez and then Almer on. I don't know. We got one more sub. And we got 3 players knackered. One more sub. I mean, we don't want Harrit getting injured, but then he can also be the one who gets the assist or finally gets his first goal, rather than taking off one of either Danny Rose or Cypran. Because Tamezi, yeah, I'll focus on the game rather than that. We'll just see how this pans out and then decide subs from there. Harrit nicely into Longstaff. Falcao into Amin Harrit. Harrit just looks to play in Ronnie Lopez! David De Gea with another save. Go on, Sean. Falcao turns. Straight away, there's many Manchester United men on him. Comes to Guedes. Block comes in again from Phil Jones. Tomazi out to Danny Rose. With the ball into Falcao. De Gea just fists it away. Guedes out to Danny Rose. Danny Rose looking for Falcao again. Williams almost with their own goal there, but it's actually a great defensive header. So Harrit looks to take the corner kick. It's low, well it's not low, but yeah. Doesn't quite fall for Longstaff. But the referee has given a free kick here for foul. It's a foul on Longstaff. And it's Nemanja Matic, okay. So it's a good position. This would really suit Nabil Bentaleb. But may go Ronnie Lowe. Or is it the right foot of Cyprian? I'm fancying Ronnie Lopez. Just over Ronnie Lopez. Not even a replay. Maybe it wasn't just over. It didn't look that over. Fabian Schär wins his header. Go on, Tomazi. Yes. Guedes picks it up. Falcao looking to make the run, but the pass is poor, but it could still fall for Falcao. De Gea comes out. Cyprian against Maguire. Cyprian gets it. Here's Ronnie Lopez. Falcao into Guedes. Guedes across to Falcao. It's 2-1. It's sweaty. I'm sorry, but it's the FA Cup, and it's Radamel Falcao getting goal number 7 of the season and second for the game. Gonzalo Guedes just setting him up. I'm so sorry that I had to score that type of goal, but the ball through. It's a great one. Guedes into Radamel Falcao. Easy open goal. Radamel Falcao. It's 2-1 Newcastle. Great ball into Guedes. So Guedes getting a little assist there. Falcao getting his 7th for the season. But Newcastle United 2-1 up in extra time in the FA Cup. But Guedes with his 3rd assist of the season. Falcao with his 7th goal. And they've gone tight marking on Falcao. Falcao into Harrit. Harrit just plays it out to Ronnie Lopez. Ronnie Lopez takes advantage of the heavy touch. Dummies it inside. Looks to play in Harrit. Paul Pogba plays it up to Harry Maguire, still playing as that makeshift centre forward. Cyprian's come way out of position. It's into Rashford again. Rashford against Schär. What a battle they have had. Tomazi into Longstaff. Instead it goes Harrit. Harrit out to Ronnie Lopez. Ronnie Lopez gets past Ayak Bailly. Looks to come inside, but I get it all wrong. And instead it just does a little shot or pass. Got that all wrong. Comes to Cyprian. Cyprian into Amin Harrit. We'll probably sub Harrit. He is absolutely knackered. But here he is. Amin Harrit! So 2-1 at the half. That could get... No, we will need to rest Harrit, I think. So it's 2-1 half time in the extra time of the second half. With thank you to Radamel Falcao getting goal number 7 in his 2nd against Man United. Can he get the hat-trick here? Nice to see Guedes with another goal involvement there. Let's just check fitness once again. So Harrit is dead. I mean, an injury to Rose or Cyprian. Cyprian would be bad. Danny Rose obviously with Jetro Willems. I don't know if we see this out and bring on Bentaleb. It's the last sub. We could... Or we go Miggy. And keep the same format. We'll keep the same... Oh... We should go defensive and bring on Bentaleb and go free in the middle. We should be seeing this out. No more subs. I've gone for an attacking option rather than seeing it out. So Tomazi wins his header. Comes to Falcao. Almiron, who did get that good goal against Man United. Cyprian just gives it into Longstaff. Longstaff takes the touch into Tomazi. Tamesi gives it to Danny Rose. Rose into Guedes. Guedes into Ronnie Lopez. Ronnie Lopez puts Newcastle 3-1 up. Ronnie Lopez with yet another great goal. Ronnie Lopez with that left foot. And we see the dance again. It's 3-1 Newcastle United. David De Gea, no chance. As we see here, Tamesi just gives it into Danny Rose. Rose into Guedes. Guedes another assist. Ronnie Lopez, one touch left foot. We see it a few times. One touch Ronnie Lopez, two touch left foot, which makes it a goal. Guedes with another assist, his second assist of the game. But Ronnie Lopez putting Newcastle United 3-1 up here. Just a shame it's taken extra time and it's going to tire out the players. But this really should be us now. We could just see this out, but at the same time, if we can get maybe 4 against Man United, even though it would be extra time, it's a statement result. As is, well, 3-1 is a statement, so we put 6 goals past Man United here in 2 games. We just need to make sure we don't concede. We'll just take a quick one here, straight away. Just be smart. Another free kick here. So 40 metres, we'll just give this to Tamesi. Falcao makes it 4-1. Falcao with the hat-trick against Manchester United to make it Newcastle 4, Manchester United 1. Falcao has got a hat-trick this game against Manchester United. So he did say in the last one, boss, if you play me, I promise I'll score. We didn't give him any chances, but in this game he's had his chances. And Falcao has got a hat-trick, and Falcao has now got 8 goals for the season. But what a result this is turning out to be. 4-1 Newcastle. Is there still more? We have a lot of tired legs. Well, I'm just going to take attacking off a bit, actually. We have a lot of tired legs out there. But what a result this is turning into be here. It might not even be done. Falcao back into Ronnie Lopez. Eric Bailly comes out. Lopez, tried to cut inside. Falcao picks it up. Gives it into Guedes. Guedes, no. Here's Longstaff. Wanted to play in Ronnie Lopez. Here's Guedes. But Guedes can add to the good game he's having. But Ronnie Lopez getting hit, almost there, getting, the goal he scored was his 6th goal, so that would have been his 7th. Ronnie Lopez, again, one of the key players for us. Just a shame that PES has his age wrong and he's not going to develop any more than he is. Such a shame. But here's Falcao again, the hat-trick man. So Falcao getting his 2nd hat-trick of the season alongside a goal from Ronnie Lopez there. So a great performance. Falcao walking away with the match ball. What a performance we had there. 4-1 against Manchester United. So we progress in the cup. It was a very, very tight and close game. It was Marcus Rashford, in fact, putting Manchester United ahead. Poor defence, so Martial plays Rashford through. Rashford putting Man United 1-0 up. I mean, thinking back now, how did we ended this one 4-1? I do not know, because it's such a close game. Man United may be having the better chances in certainly the first 35, maybe in the overall 90. Rashford putting Man U 1 ahead. So Man United went into the half with the 1-0 advantage. Then it was Falcao taking advantage of some terrible defending from Manchester United. Danny Rose with the assist. Falcao with his 6th goal of the season. We couldn't add to that in the 90 minutes, but once again it was Falcao. In extra time, we see there the great ball through to Guedes. Guedes then just the cheap sweaty goal over to Falcao in extra time to make it 2-1 to Newcastle at that point. Guedes sees Falcao. Falcao, easy chance there to make it 2-1. And then Ronnie Lopez gets another one. Guedes with another assist, as we see here. Touch Lopez, touch, goal. Ronnie Lopez gets another very nice goal, which made it 3-1 to Newcastle United. And then it was Radamel Falcao completing his hat-trick. Tomasi with the slip shot, falls to Falcao. Again, poor defence, but Falcao runs away arm aloft as it's 4-1 to Newcastle United. As we see there, 4-1, 60% possession to Man United's 40. That's all in the extra time though. 18 shots to Man United's 10. What a performance. So once again, the PES dispenser does run over Solskjaer, and that is 7 goals now we've scored against Man United in just the 2 games, and we progress in the FA Cup. So as we see, Falcao with the man of the match, Guedes with the 7, Dubravka with the 7, and then Ronnie Lopez also with the 7. So he comes on and gets a 7. So great performance, some great performances there, especially in extra time. As I say, I'm not going to go through all these results here, although there's only a couple now. So Spurs going past Southampton, Middlesbrough beating West Ham. So yeah, so I think that means we have Spurs in the next round, and then possibly, depending on how things go, a game against Middlesbrough, Man City beating Burnley, Bournemouth knocking out Chelsea, Villa knocking out Forest, and Wolverhampton Wanderers getting a 4-3 victory over Arsenal after extra time. Liverpool as well needing an extra time victory to see off Crystal Palace. So there we go, that's the 4th round, 3rd round even. So here we go into the 4th round. We do have a quarter final? Yes, a quarter final, that's the right words, against Tottenham Hotspurs, and then if we progress that, it could be a semi-final against either Middlesbrough or Man City. I'd be hoping for Middlesbrough. I really would be hoping for Middlesbrough. So it's Spurs next in the cup after seeing off Man United. Then on the other side it is a bit easier. You've got Bournemouth, Villa, Wolves and Liverpool. So it could be a Liverpool or maybe Wolves final. We'll see. We need to get to final. We're 2 games away from an FA Cup final appearance in our first season here. Quarter final against Spurs, and then a potential huge semi-final against Middlesbrough. But we need to see what happens in the Spurs game first of all. But we've gone past Man United. Huge result. But I will end the episode there because it's already gone on. Obviously we had quite a bit at the beginning, then we went to extra time in the FA Cup, and with it being full games rather than highlights now, it is about an hour and a half already, so apologies. So I'm going to end it here, and that means the episode, next episode will begin with Nathan Ake joining us, and then we have the games against Wolves and Norwich. So thank you so much once again, but I'm just going to end it here. In the episode it will start a bit random with the signing of Ake, but we're going with that. So thank you so much again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you again, and I shall see you soon.